Increase your productivity by 20%, relieve the stress that's in your organization, more money across the board. This is possible. Hello, my name is Tim Beal, owner of Beal's Auto Body and Paint in Prescott, Arizona. The video you're about to see is a pan solution that we came up with for increasing efficiency and cycle times in the body shop. Some of the things that you're going to see in the video are going to be ways to increase the efficiency in your shop. One of the biggest issues we deal with today in the body shop is the amount of supplements and documentation that we have to do for the insurance companies. You will see in the video how to narrow that down to one in blueprinting. Another thing that you will see is how we shift resources from department to department. I've been in the body shop industry for 35 years. We've never been able to balance paint and body, get the departments set up right where we have the exact amount of time we need in both. You'll see in the video how we shift people around from department to department to handle the constraint that's in the body shop system, plus get a final bill at blueprint.
The pan's patent-pending design gives technicians the necessary sorting and organization needed to accomplish a thorough blueprint and precise reassembly. Your blueprint and reassembly team very seldom consist of the same technicians. It is very difficult to create a precise reassembly without a sorting and organization system in place. This is what we have created with the pan. When your blueprint team tears down the vehicle, fasteners are sorted and placed in individual cups. These cups are filled left to right, front to back, keeping the order in which the vehicle is torn down. The corresponding component is placed above the cup or cups, and a divider is labeled and placed. Upon reassembly, your reassembly team can easily see the order in which to reassemble the vehicle. The pan will be emptied in reverse order, back to front, right to left. The pan creates consistency and organization. The process creates an upfront reassembly in blueprinting. The pan is the key to blueprinting and reassembly in your shop. Before we begin, it is important that you have the necessary equipment and space to create your blueprint area. Your blueprint area will need to include a check-in area, estimating and parts desks, 2-post lift and measuring system, tire changer and balancer, scanner, clips box, pans, mobile tool cart, trouble lights and extension cord reels, glass removal tool, crash wrap, AC machine, drain pans, Uniposca markers, mop and bucket. Check-in area. This is where you will begin to map the vehicle. You will need to have a green, yellow, and red Uniposca marker available in this area. Estimating and parts desks. This is where additional information will be entered into your management and estimating systems, and where parts will be ordered throughout the blueprint process. You will need to have access to both the estimating and management systems at these desks.
The importance of a properly prepared blueprinting station is to make sure that you have all the equipment you need to get all of the things done up front so you don't have a supplement at the end of the repair.
It is imperative that you take the time to select your blueprint team. You will need a lead blueprint technician, a dedicated blueprint estimator, and a parts manager. When choosing your lead blueprint technician, you will need to look for experience. This technician must be highly skilled, must know how to tear down a vehicle, and be the best at finding damage. Your dedicated blueprint estimator. You will need someone who is dedicated to your blueprinting area and knows your management and estimating systems well.
The people that you put in the blueprinting station must be experienced personnel. They must be able to tear the car down and discover the damage and be able to identify what it takes to repair the car properly.
Now that you have your blueprint area and team ready, you can begin. Here's a tip. When watching this video, be aware of the full picture. There will be voiced process guidelines as well as printed tips. Look around at the shop and notice placement of equipment, organization of the shop, and additional processes not mentioned in this video. Mapping will begin at check-in and continue through the blueprint process. This will work best with the customer present. You will begin by going over the estimate with the customer while you mark the areas to be repaired in green. Areas not to be repaired will be marked in red. For areas that the customer has shown concern, you will use arrows.
You technicians out there that are watching this video, how many times are you leaving your station during the day to try and get some information on exactly what you're supposed to be repairing on the car? As you can see by this mapping process, all those questions are erased.
The vehicle is now fully mapped and in the blueprinting area. You, as technicians, can see what needs to be repaired or replaced, what is not going to be repaired, and you are aware of customer concerns. The vehicle has been sent for pre-alignment. The unibody or frame has been measured for structural alignment, and the scan for fault codes is done. Before we begin teardown, it is imperative that your team read over the estimate together and in detail. It is essential to the blueprinting process that everything on the estimate has been acknowledged and taken care of. It is also recommended to refer back to the estimate throughout the blueprinting process. We begin the 100% teardown at the front of the vehicle. As the front bumper is disassembled, the fasteners are loaded into the pan from left to right. You can see here how each set of fasteners are put in their own cup and labeled. Notice how simple it is to break down the bumper overhaul in the pan. The next critical step to blueprinting is mirror matching. Mirror matching goes above and beyond simply matching the part. Here you see the blueprint tech and the parts manager mirror matching the left headlight. As they transfer the bulbs to the new part, they notice that one of the bulbs is broken. They take the time to replace the bulb at this time. They also broke a clip during disassembly. This is being replaced using the lean clip system. Upon removal of the headlight bracket, additional damage is noted and marked in yellow to show supplemental damage. A photo is also taken for upload. The rear door is then disassembled, the molding removed and retaped, ready for reassembly. The molding adhesive is removed from the rear door skin. The front door skin is mirror matched and shipping damage is noticed and marked for repair. When the front door was removed, the technicians located supplemental damage to the door shell. This was marked in green for repair. The emblems are mirror matched. Teardown is close to complete, and the blueprint techs want to be sure they have removed everything the paint department needs removed. To be sure, a paint technician is called over to review the estimate and the vehicle. In this case, he would like a few additional items removed. This is done, and these items are placed in the pan. Any remaining supplemental photos will be taken, labeled, and uploaded. Clips will be scanned and invoiced. This will vary upon your shop's clips procedure. At this point, the parts manager can enter supplemental parts and get parts quotes, and the updated estimate can be printed. This is an example of 100% teardown. This concludes the blueprint process. As the vehicle has come apart, the techs have placed the fasteners in the pan in the order they were removed. The corresponding components have been placed above their fasteners.
The blueprint process on this car took 1.5 hours. Hi, my name's Chris Beal. I'm the lead blueprint technician at Beal's Auto Body, and I also invented the pan. The reason I invented the pan was, like most of you other technicians, we used tackle boxes and baggies, but they were too small for the larger items and often got misplaced and didn't follow the car.
The teamwork continues, and you can see that more than one body technician is working on this repair, increasing efficiency. This is easy because the shop is working as a team. Notice that the vehicle is being painted apart. Running the vehicle through paint one time eliminates the process of edging parts, eliminating a bottleneck. Reassembly begins. Your reassembly team is the perfect place for entry-level technicians. These reassembly techs were not part of the blueprint team and are seeing the pan and vehicle for the first time. The pan is unloaded in reverse order. You can see as this is done how easy it is to put this vehicle back together using the pan. This is where thorough blueprinting and using the pan pays off.
The complete reassembly on this car took 2 hours. The biggest problem with reassembly is knowing where fasteners go and what items go on first. As you can see, the pan laid out, it eliminates that problem.
A quality check is performed. This prevents any surprises upon delivery of the vehicle. Let's take a closer look at this repair. This was a 46-hour job. Insurance companies are requiring a touch time of at least 4 hours per day, giving this repair a cycle time of 11.5 days. This repair had a cycle time of 4 days. What do you think this did for total hours produced in this shop? Go ahead and take an average of your current flag hours and do the math. If you can process your repairs more efficiently, how many more repairs can you produce in a week or in a month? How many more hours can you be turning?
Let me explain to you how we did that repair in 4 days. Because we can hand the car off, and because of the pan, the person taking the car apart doesn't have to put it together. We can now hand the jobs off. So we have technicians that start at 6 in the morning and 11 o'clock in the afternoon. So we run 2 4-10 split shifts throughout the week. So that car is being touched 8 to 9 hours a day. You techs and estimators that are watching this, can you imagine what your life would be if you could turn these type of cycle times? The quality of life that you would have, the stress that would be out of your life. You can do this with a pan. If you're thinking about going teams, I will tell you right now, the most difficult thing to do is to change the culture of your organization. Right now, everybody works as individual, usually your admin staff and technicians. To get them to pull together and to work for one common goal, leadership is going to be everything. And we recommend Outlaw to do this for you. As you see, we're using Summit software to run the body shop. It is a complete paperless system. Our admin building is separate from our body shop, so having jackets to be handed back and forth is definitely not an option. And it details all the notes going back and forth, so there's total accountability within the system. In the video, you've seen us using Lean Clip. The reason we use that process from them is they have a laminated card that identifies the clip, but also on the card is the OE clips that aren't available by the aftermarket with the part number. So it's very easy to identify the clip you need the first time and get it on the estimate so you can get paid for it.